morning, bros. Today we're working on the second to last part we have to fabricate on the Siliverado before everything's ready to powder coat. We're finally ready to do the Cougar House Fab coilover towers. So we got the basic parts designed up for them where they mount on the axle itself, the 05 Super Duty axle. And now we're ready to go ahead and design up the upper tower portion. So now we just got to get in the engineering PC, pull out the measuring tape, and start designing up and making these Cougar House Fab coilover towers. So without further ado, guys, let's get started. Alright guys, to get started here, we got to make the lower mount here. It'll be something like this. And we got to have it so it can flex into that aluminum notch out, see? It's a little Heim joint in there, so it's gonna flex a little. So I'm gonna zoom it in. It's gonna flex a little when you X-flex the axle, you know. So flex season. So we're gonna go ahead and design up this lower piece now in the engineering PC. Chase has already got a basic idea. We're gonna kind of change the triangles, make these a little bigger, and move that hole up so it can, flex without touching that aluminum piece. And then we'll go ahead and cut those out, tack them together, test fit them, and then we'll fully weld them together before we move on to the coilover towers. So let's get those made.
Why did you take my light? The darkness will not survive.
Alright guys, all done working on the Silverado today. We went ahead and cut out and fabricated the Cougar House Fab lower coilover mounts for the 05 Super Duty axle. So we got those, fully welded together and ready for us to be able to tack them onto the Super Duty axle. Most people bolt these on and then weld them, so you can, make your lower coilover mount one powder coated color, and then you can make your axle another powder coated color. But on this truck, we're going to powder coat the axle and these mounts all one color. It's not going to have alternating colors. So we're going to go ahead and probably just weld these onto the axle. So it'll be stronger and better than just bolted, in my personal opinion. So when we're done with those, tomorrow we'll go ahead and move on to making the upper coilover towers, the Cougar House Garage, or Cougar House Fab coilover towers. So we got to just design up the upper side of them. We know how tall they need to be, how far out from the frame rail they need to be, and how high above the frame rail they need to be. So we got that figured out. We just have to design up the look of them and actually cut them out after we design them, and then go ahead and tack them together, and we'll test fit them in there before we fully weld them up with the coilovers. And then once we're satisfied, we'll fully weld them and fully weld them on the frame. But until then, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for your constant support as always. Be sure to hit the bell, at the top of the page there, so that way anytime I upload, guys, you guys can know a new Cougar House Garage episode is live. So tune in there, and then if you guys like Cougar House Garage, you like what we do, check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook/Cougar House Garage, and go ahead and check us out on Instagram, guys. We are Cougar House Garage on Instagram. Follow along with all the crazy projects there. And if you're interested in a Cougar House Fab 4-link kit for your Ford, Chevy, or Dodge, just direct message me. We can get you one out. So thanks for watching today, guys, and we'll catch you tomorrow.